This is set number 41027, Mia's Lemonade Stand. This is a LEGO Friends set from 2014. Ages 5 to 12, 122 pieces, 1 mini doll figure, and retails for about $10. Now, right off the bat, $10 is an excellent price, not only considering the price per piece, but we get some very interesting features of this set and some neat colors, which may make this set even more worthwhile. Let's take a closer look at the set now. To start off, here is the box art for the set. This is the smallest size we get as far as LEGO Friends sets go. You might see some relatively sized ones for $10 and maybe even some $15 sets in your local stores. We basically get what's seen as shown on here. Mia has a little lemonade stand set up in the park. She's got all of her accessories and a very well-built stand. On the top, it shows you the helmet. I don't know if that's really important to you, but I thought that was interesting. They put it as a helmet instead of some other pieces. On the back, we get to see the construction of Mia. This version has, I think, only one set that she's featured in. So, if you wanted to get the specific outfit for Mia, this is the set to get her in. We also get to see some of the playable features with the set, such as all of the parts of the stand, some of the money and cookies you can get, and also her very neat motorcycle. I'm calling it a motorcycle for now since I'm not sure of the actual name of the product, but I do enjoy this set for this reason. I've noticed though, Mia is in a lot of the smaller range sets. Even last year, I believe she was in the Mia's Magic show. Either that, yeah, it must have been that set or the year before. So, I kind of want to see some other, I want to see some other Friends figures in smaller sets. Because this is probably my second or third Mia that I have from any Friends set. Now, we'll bring your attention to the bags. If you want to see more about the distribution of pieces per bag, you can check out my building video for this set. We got one small mold bag, which is encased inside of this larger piece bag, and still kind of has small pieces inside. We have a very large bag with another mold piece inside of that one, or mold bag. In fact, the mold bags might have actually went to the larger bag instead. I can't remember, but again, you can check out my building video for more information. The molding bags only had two parts in them. They had in one bag, it had Mia's torso, and in the other bag, it had Mia's pants. Since apparently those are more, newer pieces, and those are the ones LEGO has chosen to keep in these special bags. Here we have the instructions. They're very small and very easy to follow. Very easy, layout throughout the instructions in building all of the sources. I also saw that you can change Mia's hairpiece as shown in the set, and they show that right in front of the instructions. Towards the back, we get to see, just have to move back a couple pages. There we go. On the back, we get to see the piece count on one page, and on the other page, we get to see some of the other 2014 sets. Each of them has a little checkmark box next to them, so if you want to collect them all, you can make a checkmark for which ones you have. On the back, we also get the win section, which shows more of the LEGO Friends sets. Doesn't really show any Disney Princess ones on the back there. And let's move in some of our extra pieces and show those off. Instead of holding them up, I'm just going to lay them out and show them to you one big sweep. Just trying to put them a little bit separate from each other so you can recognize them from other places. So here we have our extra pieces in the set. I do apologize if the lighting is a little bit off on some of these. We can see we have a extra helmet visor, a lot of 1x1s in brown, white, pink, translucent, clear, I guess. That little one over there. We also have a 1x1 without studs on top, and this is used as a cookie. Sometimes I throw that one inside of the set, because they already give you 4 of them with this extra. With this one included as one of the 4. We also get one of these handlebar pieces, which is also used for, for buckets, but in this case, it's being used for the bottom of the motorcycle. We also get an additional piece for the flowers, and one that, was attached with 3 others, and we also get an extra stalk for it. We also get an additional little bow, a lever, and a spigot, as used in this set. A new year means new sets, and with new sets, that means new parts. In this set particularly, we only get about 3 unique pieces, which have not been previously available for other sets. Although this set does contain a lot of different colors for pieces, and redesigns of some, such as the cookie we just showed you, we do get a bunch of these that are new to 2014's piece database. The first one we have is for the flower pot, and as you see, it's a very easy construction for it. But this is one of those pieces which has been occurring a lot in some of the newer sets. You could find this white one only once in this set, but you can find it multiple times in some sets such as the Simpsons house, in white. I believe it's in dark red for the Parisian restaurant. So it's already getting a lot of use in a lot of different places in a lot of different ways. The motorcycle has been newly added to the database for pieces as of this year. Now this is the only set so far to feature a cheaper way to get the motorcycle, or scooter as you may prefer. This and another set, the Parisian restaurant. Now in both sets they are of different colors, so if you want to get a different color for this one, that is the way to get it. I do not know if it's in any other sets or will be in any future sets this year, so let me know in the comments if that changes. Now, I'll just take off some of the parts on here to show you around. You can fit the mini doll on here due to the handlebars. So I'll just put her on right now to show you how that sets up. There we go. Nicely fit. Now you could change the handlebars themselves to due to other figures if you want to fit minifigures on here. You can see how the handlebar piece for buckets is used on the bottom. This is used as your I'm blanking out on the word. It's a not landing gear, kickstopper. Yeah, you're gonna have to help me out with the word. Kickstand. Thank you very much. The wheels are nothing new of 2014. They have been used many times before, but it is interesting to see how these wheels are used with this model. I do appreciate this model, and since we've already, shown you the other pieces on here, I don't really have to go over this in the rest of the review. The helmet does hold in place, unless you tilt it a little too far, and this helmet also comes in a newer color. I don't recall this being in any other colors. Post in the comments if I am mistaken. I'll just put that to the side. And the last new piece that we get 2 of these in this set, is a 1x2 with that funny looking hand clip on the side. I don't know exactly what it's called, and I don't recall it from 2013 sets. If it is from 2013, please let me know in the comments. But I believe this is a new piece for 2014, and is already starting to appear in many different sets. This one features 2 in order to hold up the lemonade stand sign. Now may I also mention this is a printed piece. And it doesn't really show a real currency, just to make it internationally safe. They just put a 1 there, but it didn't put if it was cents, dollars, euros, or any other currencies. So now let's move on to the set. The first mini doll, and the only mini doll included in this set, is Mia. And I really like her outfit in this one. It kind of stands out from some of the other outfits we've seen, as far as the color choices, and as well as the style. Compared to other Friends figures. This one is more of a springtime look to her, even though in my area it's still snowing. So I do appreciate how well this is done, and for a lot of these Friends figures, LEGO has quite some time to keep everything fresh and unique for each figure that has a new outfit. Although you could change outfits between the figures if you so wanted to. Now you do have a bow on the top of her head, and she does have the same hair as she's had in previous years. You can remove the bow the same way as before. You just simply have this little pin on the top, which allows you to take it off. We're just going to give a quick test to see how well it works with LEGO minifigures. And it works just the same. Gail doesn't look too bad in that, in fact. I'll just put her hair back on, and we'll get back to Mia. Mia still has the same face as she always has, which is good because it recognizes who she is. I actually, am not nitpicking as far as their expressions go. Because if you change up the expressions, then you might be at a loss for what kind of things you can do with the figures in a girl's perspective, as well as in just a general friend's perspective. And I say general friends, I'm saying boys and girls. Now, as always, her arms do not move inward, and she does have the same clips as she does, or as minifigures do. The same clips are at the same width of minifigures as well. And you do have a little bit of bending with her arms back and forth, but they're not really intended to bend too far or they'd snap apart. She does bend again at the waist and does not move her legs independently. So you could have her in a sitting position such as this, and you can also see on the bottom, that's how her original color is for the mold. And there we have Mia. Now, I've already talked to you about the motorcycle part of the set, so I won't be featuring it in the later part of this video, and I won't really give much thoughts about it until the end. Or, I can mention a few thoughts about it in the meantime, but I won't have to show you the entire model again. May I just say, though, as I'm trying to stand it up here, it does get a little bit of tricky, with the kickstand. Because it has a little bit of tilting look to it right now, only because of where the kickstand is placed on the bottom of it. If it's not perfectly lined up, it will start to tilt in one direction or another. So the kickstand is probably the only thing I could say is not so great about the motorcycle. But otherwise, the motorcycle serves its purpose well. It works well with the minifigure, and I imagine it's a way for Mia to take her lemonade stand on the go, or to bring in some fresh lemons to to squeeze well into her lemonade. We got a small chair that comes with this set, which makes sense because she seems to be in a park scene, and if you want to, if you're jogging and you want to take a relaxing, break, you can just buy some lemonade and have yourself a seat with your lemonade and drink. And I meant to say that as just one thing, but it turned out as two. The stand itself is very easy to make, and it is not really attached to the mini dolls themselves. This is made for even minifigures to fit on, so no worries there. And it's a very simple look. It's almost kind of a stool, just by the way that it's made on the bottom. So I appreciate this as a small add-on to the set. Not a bad little thing to have. Next up we have, of course, we can't have a lemonade stand without lemons. And we also have a few limes in here. What I really like is how well these lemons are made. It's a very interesting way that, Our Friends has been making foods in their community. Not only the desserts and bakery stuff, but also even, fresh fruits and, like pineapples and lemonade. Things like this look very well. And it only takes a couple pieces. You got tons of those little flowery pieces in this set. And you probably have some of these yellow 1x1s in yellow or in lime green. That's why it's called lime green, isn't it? From other sets. So if you wanted to make more lemons, you could easily add this in. They give you 4 of the yellow ones and 2 of the green ones. So you can mix it up a little bit when you put them into this small basket. I also like how the basket is easily designed by just being a crate, which is in a very bright brownish color. So it's not too bad, not too dark looking. And underneath, you can see there's a 2x3 with what looks like a 30-degree slope. I could be wrong about that. Which can easily just display them well and have them ready for showing or using in the lemonade stand. I just have to fit these back in. They usually fit in pretty well, 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom. But sometimes they do mess around a little bit, and they could have a tendency to fall out. But I still like the display look of it. Now on to Mia's lemonade stand, the main build. We still got a lot of bright colors with this set, and I really appreciate the lighter colors that are used here, some of which that we don't get in some other general LEGO sets. We may get them in other friend sets, but they, this set really takes good advantage of, sticking away with primary colors. As you see as I turn it around, it's actually hinged in the middle. So we do have the ability to not only have it as one large stand like this, but we could also have it as a corner stand. So you can have somebody working over here, making some fresh lemonade, and then Mia could be taking orders and handing out some delicious treats. We'll start with the back section first to show you off how it looks. We have before our little flower vase, so we don't have to go over that. You can see it's got a nice wooden structure in the front of it. We have a few cups. This one is actually the cup for the customers, and this one is more of a gallon. There's also another cup for the customers. This one's more of like a gallon sort of, what's the word? I can't think of the word today. Pitcher. Thank you. This one's made to be more of a pitcher, but it's actually made from two pieces. As you see, it's made from just a regular cup, just like the other ones we get in this set, and a 1x1 headpiece in clear. So it makes it look like it's a larger glass, as if it were a pitcher. And that's a very clever idea, because you could have the action so that Mia is, making the lemonade, and then she pours it from this larger pitcher into the small glass. Very nice looking. Also with that, we get the mixer on this side, and it's a very simple build you can even make from your own pieces in your own collection. Now, can Mia actually reach that lever? That's a good question. And she cannot. With her hand almost entirely raised, she still can't reach the lever. So it does inhibit a lot more imaginative play just to have her lift it up like this and to squeeze it down just to get the lemon juice going into the cup. So it's not, from the surface, it's not going to be playable from right here. Although you could redesign the set if you wanted to and try to put the lever on the side. So that allows you to make Mia try to squeeze out the lemon juice. And the next section, we have a few bits of currency. Now, with modern LEGO currency, they don't have those gold coins that we remember from the 90s and before. Instead, right now, we have the 1x1 tile pieces in cylinder form. These are used as your smaller bits of currency, which do not equal $1 yet. They could be used as nickels, dimes, quarters, probably not pennies because they're not of the same color, but something of the like as far as change. And then we have our $100 bill here. You can take those off, and you can have a customer paying for the lemonade. The next part that we have, looking to the side, we have this little bowl of cookies. Now, it's nice to get the bowl in this set, because it's a cheaper set, and you don't always find the bowls too often, especially in different colors. I do like that it's in a pink color. It, mixes well with the colors in this set in general. And I also like how it can hold not only 3 cookies, but we could take our extra piece and fit another 4th cookie in there. These are also, I believe, the same cookies that might be used in Merida's Highland Games, the Brave set from LEGO Princess. Correct me in the comments if that's not the same printing on there. And it is printed, by the way. No stickers in this set, which is always a great thing about it. Now, I'm not sure what these little treats in the front are. I'm assuming there's some sort of cupcakes, or maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I probably have to go with a cupcake or something. Like, this would be the wrapping. This part would be the cupcake itself, and this would be the frosting on top of it. Some sort of small sweet treat to go along with the lemonade stand. We also got these little flower effects on the signs and on the line and on the sign itself. The sign is held up very well, and I don't mind that it's flat and that it's not completed on the other side. That's still fine for me, because it does the minimum that it needs to do. Now, you can fold up the entire stand like this if you need to bring it on the go, but I don't imagine a stand of this size to be something that Mia could just carry around with her. Definitely she'll need some other people, or it might just be a more permanent structure. So I'm not sure how Mia intended, to set up this stand. It kind of baffles me in a way, but I could imagine that this would be more of a giant portable table of some sort. And you would need to get some sort of moving truck to fit it on and take it where you need to. At first, when I thought about lemonade stands, I thought, you have like a small kid stand. You might have like a very small, lightweight table to fit all of your things on. And this one doesn't seem to be that lightweight of a table. Yeah, to people it does, but to me, look how big it is. It's probably about, I'd say, almost 4 times her width. And just about the same length on the other side, 4 times the length and 1 times the width. Sorry, I said that wrong. But, I don't know. What do you guys think? Could we pick this table up, even with a couple of mini dolls next to it? And the one thing I would like to say about this set, although it includes 1 minifigure, it does encourage that you have more than one. It's Mia's lemonade stand, and even though she's in the set, she's not going to be the one buying the lemonade. She's going to be the one selling the lemonade. So, in my opinion, this is a nice little set to pick up for Friends fans, and also even for City sets. I've probably mentioned this a couple times before, but Friends still continues to have this nice look to it, not only with the colors and a little bit of, you know, girly type stuff, but you can always remove that because it's Lego. I mean, you could always add on and change around things, you know, to make it somewhat equal between the genders, but it still presents a nice outlook, you know, springy themed as I thought of it. This could easily fit into a Lego City scene. Like I've said before, some of these ideas for Lego sets are hardly ever thought about outside of Friends. We don't normally get any kind of lemonade stand like this in modern day sets, so to see it in even a Friends theme is really nice. Now, whether or not you're a Friends fan, you definitely want to get this motorcycle. It's a very new piece, and it doesn't come in too many sets so far, so this is, so far, the cheapest way you can get it, and probably the cheapest way you will be able to get it. Although, online, if, you know, people auction it on eBay, it'll probably go up much higher, just because of the rarity, and the color to it, and the style. It does work well with minifigures, which is great to know. This set really has a lot of nice features to it, lots of accessories, very nice to play with, not only with just Mia, but like I said, to use other Friends dolls or even minifigures to go along with it, you know, will make it a very valuable set. It's also got some very cool colors, which we don't see too often in small sets, and I also like these textured pieces, which we don't get in that color too often. A lot of interesting builds are involved with the set, so this is a very good one, in my opinion, as a Friends set and as any other type of Lego set. So across the board, it's a great set. So thanks for watching this video, hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time with more Lego set reviews.